Alrighty, YouTube, we are back with another one, this time around being 007 First Light. And boy, I must lead with, this game has absolutely tested our sanity. For more on that, you could see the live stream, so you could see the worst and the best moments of the game. But we're going to be diving here to let you guys know if 007 First Light is a game you guys should waste your time playing, or if the glitches were just too much to carry the game. Let's dive in. Next, let's jump into the vibes and mechanics, because this is where I'm completely divided on. You see exactly where the developers put their blood, sweat, and tears in, but you also see where they kind of skimped out. Let's talk about the gunplay in the game. This is where the game really shines. If you take your time to actually learn the mechanics of shooting, some of the abilities that go alongside shooting, you feel like a real spy in an action movie, just landing headshots, environmental kills, and progressing that way. But the bosses unfortunately are a completely different story. The bosses are bullet sponges who the game expects you to defeat them in a particular way. So out goes choosing the way you want to defeat these enemies, and in goes using what they've taught you to specifically do certain actions in a game to be able to defeat them. Now, to me, that's a little bit of unfortunate, because if you're going to lead an open box sandbox game, let me go ahead and at least choose how to defeat these enemies, right? Give me the world, give me the enemy, let me choose how to defeat them. But no, the game relies on you doing certain actions to be able to defeat these bullet sponge enemies to be able to progress to the next level. Needless to say, in a spy game, stealth was the absolute overall creme de la creme in this game. We're talking, you actually felt like a spy. The AI was competent enough to detect certain things, so you really needed to know what you were doing to really get that full feeling, from sneaking up behind them, using certain environments or parts of the environment to distract them, lead them away, lure them in. I think that's where the game really shines, and you really feel that Hitman spirit that IOA or IOI Interactive brings to the table with their Hitman games, and you kind of feel that here. The world, the secret spy things, or the stealth kills really bring that feeling of Hitman into this game, which I feel was the absolute best part of it overall. I must say, if there was anything in the game that almost broke me down to tears, was the pacing of the game. There were sectors of the map that should have only taken 5-10 minutes to be able to progress, where they would make you go in constant circles and make you take 20-30 minutes to be able to progress, because they wanted things done in a specific way. And this to me is detrimental to the game, only because, again, it's an open box game or open sandbox game that allows you to generally beat a map the way you choose. And then choosing to have specific segments of the game lock me down behind doing missions in a particular order, which take up more time on purpose, just artificially inflates the time of the game. And I believe that shouldn't be the case. You should have kept the game at a 6-7 hour range instead of a 14-15 hour range, if it meant not artificially inflating the time. Let the characters explore what they want, let them see what they need, but when they want to jump back into the story, it should be their choice, not where you want to guide them as a game overall. So I believe pacing is going to be the majority of people's complaints, and this is where the game took the biggest hit in terms of points, at least from me. Final verdict. We're talking, if you wanted to play in an action movie, feel the role of what you're doing, this game is specifically for you. The game looks beautiful, plays great, the AI is competent enough, and just to go back into it, if it wasn't the pacing issues, I believe this would have been a solid 10 out of 10 game. But given that it did have its issues, we must knock those points down, and at least on the KingFury verdict, we're going to label this game a 7.5 out of 10, very close to an 8 out of 10. I know that may be a little bit of a controversial or a hot take considering all the reviews this game has been getting, but I want to be very clear. This rating is not in any indicator that this is a bad game. This is going to one of my top games of 2026. I think the game was fantastic, and I'm placing it on everybody's must-play list. But the issues that it had were there. They're very noticeable, and they do affect, I guess, how you see or progress through the game. So ultimately, a 7.5 out of 10 is what we're going to be granting it here. Play the game. I think it's great. We're going to be 100%ing the game overall back on Twitch and here on YouTube. So make sure to follow us on Twitch and YouTube. Check out the live stream so you can see everything happening live. And I just want to thank you guys for stopping by to another video. Until next time, peace.